I know many of you have heard the term LGBTQ and seen some of the pride flags. But do you know which flags you belong to? Some of you might think you don't belong to any of the pride flags because you are straight. But are you really sure about it? The term straight indicates a person who has feeling only towards a different gender. In an easy way, straight girls will have feeling towards boys, and straight boys will have feelings towards girls. I think this way of loving a different gender is mostly known as normal. Now, what about people who have feelings towards the same gender, both the same and different gender, everyone or no one? Do you think they are unusual or abnormal because they are not straight? Here is the point. Sexual orientation is not only categorized into two terms, straight or not straight, but many. First of all, let's talk about sexual orientation. What is it? Sexual orientation is all about who you are emotionally, romantically, or sexually attracted to, and it is one of the parts that forms your sexuality. Examples of sexual orientation are lesbian, gay, bisexual, aromantic, sapiosexual, and heterosexual. By only hearing these terms without understanding the meaning of each, some might think that these terms are not related to them because they are unusual terms, without realizing heterosexual actually means straight. So now, let me explain what each sexual orientation means. Lesbian, a female who is attracted to people of the same gender. Gay, a male who is attracted to people of the same gender. Bisexual, people who are attracted to more than one gender. Aromantic, people who experience little or no romantic attraction, regardless of gender. Sapiosexual, people who experience attraction based on intelligence rather than gender. Heterosexual, people who are attracted to the opposite gender. My question is why even though there are many sexual orientations, only heterosexuals are often recognized as normal or usual. This question first came into my mind when one of my friends told me that he has a boyfriend. My first reaction was, oh, that's good, because I did not care who my friend's partner was going to be, as long as he was happy. Then we started to have this conversation, like where he met, what his boyfriend like, just like God's talk kind of thing. But at one point, he started to tell me how he is keeping his relationship secret from his friend and some concerns he has in Japan. After I heard about his story, I started to research LGBTQ plus in Japan, which is our home country. And I found out that in research conducted in 2021, 60% of elementary students in Japan see or hear discriminatory language or behavior towards LGBTQ plus people in their daily lives. These statistics makes me wonder, why even elementary school students use discriminatory language and behavior towards LGBTQ plus? Why only loving a different gender is recognized as usual? Do you think it is because there are many more heterosexuals in the world? Really? The global survey that Ipsos conducted in 2021 shows that 18% of young adults said they are not straight. This survey was conducted among more than 90,000 individuals aged 16 to 74 in 27 countries, and nearly 1 in 5 young adults identifying themselves as having other sexual orientation than heterosexuals. Even though there are about 1 in 5 young adults who are not heterosexuals, are heterosexuals still the only norm? Now, I want you to imagine that we are in parallel world right now, where being heterosexual is unusual and not heterosexual is usual. First, if going out with or marrying a different gender is illegal, how many of you have to break up or get a divorce from your partner? Do you think this will ever happen to you in real life? People who love the same gender will in 69 countries in real life. Some countries even have the death penalty for homosexualities. Do you think you will feel it's fair if this ever happened to you or your loved one? I don't think so. However, unfortunately, we can't change the law all over the world. But there is something we can do, which is to understand more about sexualities, yourself, and others. I once thought talking about LGBTQ is not a very good idea, and it has to be discussed in a secret, as there might be many people who discriminate against LGBTQ But the reality was that this is not true. When I first conducted an LGBTQ event at my school, I received tons of supportive comments from both students and teachers. And I realized that even there might be someone who discriminates against LGBTQ there are always people who support LGBTQ LGBTQ are not terms that are different or should be discriminated against. But it is a time to express yourself and everyone's uniqueness. Everyone is different, and this makes the world beautiful and colorful. We all belong to one type of sexualities, just like how we belong to different nationalities, and we have different favorite food. We all love different things, such as sports, TV shows, game, and drinks. Do you think if 1 in 5 young adults says they love sports other than basketball, are they unusual? Or do you think it is usual if everyone in the whole world loves basketball and no other sports? But why do some of us have this sense that some people loving a gender other than the opposite gender is unusual and everyone in the whole world loving a different gender is not? Do you really think only heterosexuals as usual? Thank you.